efficiency come from? In other words, you guys have been telling us you have the type of players to have a game like that.
Yeah.
Why did it particularly click last Sunday?
Yeah, our focus. I mean, honestly, just I know going in the huddle, looking at the guys in the huddle, really started off in the locker room with J.K. breaking the team down. You could just see it in the guys' eyes, as I said, after the week before and the way that the game went, and just losing in the tough one. Guys wanted to respond and wanted to put their best foot forward, and I think everybody took accountability in what happened, and everybody said that they're going to do their job and do a little bit better in preparation last week, and then just moving forward into the game, and it carried over.
Are you expecting that from the Giants this week, because they're coming off a tough loss and they'll have a similar mindset coming in?
Yeah, I mean, understanding it's the NFL. What you need, man? Go ahead,
I mean, my locker.
No, go ahead.
I mean, it's cool.
CD guys. No, I honestly understand it's the NFL, and that usually is what's going to happen. Yeah, people want to respond, and knowing how good of a team this is, being a division game, I think that probably says enough for them as well. Just knowing with this rival, and also just getting to play on Thanksgiving. So for us, it's about focusing on ourselves, not worrying too much about them, but obviously giving them the credit that they deserve. And as I said, in a division game, so. We're focused on us and making sure that we continue to build off of what we've done. Yeah, I mean, I think it starts there with just their willingness to not only share playing time, but to encourage each other in that playing time and to be each other's biggest supporter and fan, honestly. And yeah, two different guys in the way that they produce on the field, I guess you can say. But just that change of pace. I mean. One guy being a bruiser, another guy being shifty. Defense doesn't really know what's coming at them, and just being able to change that up, keep them both fresh, have them both on the field at times together. I think it's just something that we have to continue to utilize as we move forward in the season.
How did you see MG? In December, you want to talk about when you're playing your best football. For sure. Here you got a chance to sweep a division rival. How big is it to kind of try to achieve that?
Yeah, I mean, our goal obviously coming in is to win this division, and this is a step at it. Getting 2 games on the team. And moving forward upon to the other division games after that. But, yeah, it's huge. I mean, this is everything is in front of us, and it starts with Thursday once again, and us just controlling what we can.
Getting back to the running back, what does that say about Zeke, 2-time rushing champ, willing to share the load and about winning? What does that say about
Zeke cares about this team's overall success. He just cares about winning, and I just know how important that is, and that's how he's always been since the time we both stepped into this locker room. So, I mean, as he's getting older, and you've got a guy like that you can split carries with and feel comfortable about him coming in and continuing to do what you've done. I think that speaks to Tony's production. Zeke doesn't mind getting a breather and staying fresh when he knows the guy's going to come in and do everything that he's asked to do, pass protect, and just allow us to not necessarily not miss a step. And I can't say it's always been that way throughout his career. So since Tony's been here, it has, and obviously as Tony's gotten older and continued to produce, it's been something that's going to benefit everybody.
How did MG take a step this past week? And even if you knew he could do it, seeing him do it post-injury, what does that do for you?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, obviously, he's getting his feet back under him, and I think last week was a big game for him. And Zeke said it, making some tough catches while getting hit. I think that's going to be huge for his confidence moving forward, and obviously we're just getting back to where we were before and just trying to progress from there. But he's a hell of a player, and when he's on and when he's comfortable and confident, he's tough to stop. So just being able to have him at that full capacity is great for us.
Jerry said after the game that performance convinces him that you guys are Super Bowl contenders. What do you think when you hear the owner of the team talking like that?
I mean, I was convinced before. Yeah, I mean, he tells you guys a lot of things. I'm not going to get caught up on one of his statements. As I said, we know the confidence that we have. We know the team that we have. And just this brotherhood. So we're just trying to continue to build. As I said, we laid a brick last week, a pretty good one, but we've got to turn the page from that and make sure that we do that again this Thursday and just continue to progress.
I know you're not a rearview mirror guy, but when you look at the start of the season, lost your starting left tackle, then an injury to you, and then Michael Gallup was slow to turn around. To be sitting 7-3 with the chance to move up in the division, what does that say about this team and its resilience?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, Coach picked that word at the beginning of the year, and obviously not knowing what was in front of us. But yeah, looking back in the review, it's played out great. And I think just when you think about all that, just shows the depth that this team has in every position and in every aspect, and just understanding that we're hungry. We're a hungry team. We're callous from things that we've been through before, from things that we've been through from this season. But it's important for us to just continue to focus each moment. Just be where our feet are, worry about right now, and we can control the rest.
Last year, Leo viewed himself as an enforcer of your offensive line.
Terrence kind of taking that role and taking over at that right tackle spot? Is he that way?
I mean, well, she said that, so maybe ask Terrence. But obviously, he definitely is. He's definitely solidified himself there at right tackle, playing his tail off. One of the best run blockers, and just physical as hell. Whether you say enforcer or not, I think everybody's taking an approach to be a little bit more of an enforcer in their own way on this team, and I think that's paid us forward. Running the ball and just in the pass game as well. I mean, everybody's just taking a little bit more onto their plate and saying that they can do it. And Terrence is a prime example of that.
What do you think of a guy like OBJ, given that both the Giants and the Cowboys have meetings with them? What do you think he could do for this team when you get guys to play the way that they played against Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing like that, and you're able to add a talent like Odell. That can be special. Obviously, it just creates more weapons for not only me but for this offense, for the play caller, and more things for the defense to worry about. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, we're getting him in. Hopefully, everything's going great in the recruiting process. He knows how much I've won him here, and a lot of these guys in this locker room I've seen have reached out on their own in different ways to make sure that, yeah, he understands that this is a team that he can help, and we want him to come help.
Have you picked up the phone?
Yeah, I have, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Text, call, or Twitter,
Can you show your message?
social media.
Yeah, I'll show you after. I'll show you after.
Show me, okay.
Yeah, I'll show you.
You've been in constant communication, it sounds like.
I can't say constant, but yeah, definitely have sent some messages. Been a little back and forth, just making sure he understands that, yeah, that we want him here, and that, as I said before, I understand it's a business, but right now I guess it's who can recruit better. And yeah, I don't know necessarily about what he's looking for when it comes to the numbers and long term and all that, but I know that we want him here and hoping it all works out.
What's your sense of his interest in being here?
Mutual, honestly mutual. And that's the reason I say business, is knowing it's more than just somebody's feelings of wanting to be somewhere. So yeah, understanding that will come into play, but feeling like it's mutual.
Jack, you won a lot of games last year. You're winning a lot this year, but it seems like both on offense and defense, the recipe is a little bit different. Do you think that's the case? And if so, how can the current way y'all are structured carry you in the postseason?
Yeah, just the way we were able to run the ball. We're able to control the clock at times, but when we need to go up tempo, we can go up tempo. Keeping our defense fresh, and just for those guys, just when we're able to get a lead and allow them to pin their ears back and go hunt the passers, as we say, that can be dangerous. So we just got to continue to build on that, start fast on offense to make sure that we're putting those guys in the position that they want to be in to go have fun. One more time. How'd you start that?
Dumb question. She started.
That running the ball was. Why haven't we seen more of that this season?
For me or for the?
You and I mean, we saw a little bit more but why not just you in general when Kellen's calling the playbook? Is that you checking out at plays in the line of scrimmage, or just seem like more favorable given the start that you guys had in the game? I'm honestly just curious.
Yeah, you're not talking about me particularly. You're just saying the run game in general.
Yeah, just in front game in general.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the matchups, obviously. I mean, it's the matchups, it's the ebb and flows of the game. It's knowing the other team, what they're good at, what we feel like we can attack better, and obviously having a lot of confidence in our pass game. Yeah, you want to lean on that at times when you feel like there's a matchup there. But when you are playing a team that's going to play with the light box, like we did last week, and continue to do that, then yeah, we're going to continue to run the ball and allow the pass game to come off of that. So I mean, it's just about the X's and O's and making sure that you get the right matchup and not saying, hey, stats say this, that we need to continue to do this. I mean, this game isn't won on just the stats. I mean, we can go back and turn to them, but yeah, they don't tell the answer to everything. Who's getting touches, who's had this many, that many, because then you start wanting to force things and get things to guys maybe not necessarily in the best scenario. Kellen does a good job, as Coach McCarthy says, lean on him to do that, to get these guys in the best position, and for me just to go through my reads. But as I said before, understanding the risk versus reward and not being so aggressive, and understanding that, hey, get through the progression. Sometimes you can get it down to these backs and they can make just as many yards and plays. So it's just part of it.
You personally haven't played the Giants yet this season. How challenging is their defense, and particularly Dexter Lawrence?
Yeah, tough. I mean, obviously, yeah, it starts with him and just that front. Obviously, they're always trying to create matchups, and then when you've got a DC like that, like they do, they're going to create some different looks and some challenging looks. So for us, it's about communicating, making sure we're all on the same page when we get some of those bizarre looks, I guess you can say, and just making sure that we're playing with some tempo, and we'll be just fine. Obviously, haven't played them before, having that tape for me to watch, and obviously be there on the sideline for it and build off of that. I mean, I love to play this game. Obviously, when the week's shortened, you just gotta crunch your study time, your film watching, and all that into a couple of days. But that's fine, and that's part of it. Obviously, having a turnaround like this for all 7 years of my career, it's nothing new, and knowing the process that I need to take is just fine. But I mean, I can play every other day if it comes from the mental aspect or just want. So yeah, we'll be good.